Hello and welcome to I-24 News Sports Weekend Edition with some of the best stories we had in our magazine during this past week. It was a week full of events here in Israel. One of them was the 6th edition of the Tel Aviv Night Run. 25,000 competitors took to the streets of Tel Aviv on Tuesday night for the traditional 10-kilometer run. Among them were amateurs, professional, foreign diplomats serving in Israel, and even the IDF Chief of Staff. Lise Barnbaum and Michael Friedman with a story of the event that every year seems to get bigger and bigger.
The city that never sleeps hosted the 6th consecutive Nike Night Run in Tel Aviv. There were around 25,000 runners and also tens of thousands of spectators present to cheer the runners during the 10-kilometer route. After some stretching, participants got ready for their run with music. This event featured all types of runners, but the main goal was to enjoy the race.
Well, I can tell you that a lot of professionals coming tonight, I'm not sure that they will race, but they will participate. Like, we will run, as I do. Actually, I'm not going to race, I'm not going to compete. I'm going to enjoy running with my friends. And because what's beautiful, when Nike started that, so everyone that never run, mark that as a goal for next year. They will say, okay, next year I will run the Nike Night Run.
It has become a tradition for the people of Tel Aviv. Each fall, the municipality organizes this 10K course, which begins at Rabin Square and goes through the streets of Tel Aviv. People of all ages took part in this race in a friendly atmosphere.
It's the first time for me. We wanted to do it in Tel Aviv. We run from time to time. We run. It's our first time in Tel Aviv.
The night run has a great purpose. For the municipality of the White City, it is to create opportunity for sport and a healthy life, a goal that Mayor Ron Hodai takes very seriously and has even invited the Chief of Staff, Benny Gantz, to join the operation. There were also many personalities who took part in this event. The French ambassador in Israel, Patrick Maisonneuve, reflected on the event in Tel Aviv. The diplomat surrounded the entire team of the Embassy of France and even finished the course in 51 minutes, a new personal record for the ambassador.
Tel Aviv has become a major international city and organizes great events, so when I see what is happening behind us, I know Tel Aviv is at the height of this event.
Most of the participants were just amateurs and enthusiasts who see running as a part of their lifestyle. Tali Ziri finds running as a way to excel and find new strengths she did not know of before.
I'm 50 years old. I had never ran in my life, and I found that it makes me very happy because there's nothing better than discovering that you can do something you've never done before. I feel that I can do anything after that.
The sky is the limit for me.
While the run is an opportunity for many to complete for fun, some come from far away and look at the race as a real competition.
I'm in first place, America's #1. It's fun. I enjoy myself, but I definitely like getting competitive. That's, half the fun of it.
The Nike Night Run finished at the Sportec in Hayarcombe Park. The participants then received bottled water and free stretching sessions. All of the runners were also given medals and took part in a big party with a DJ. This wonderful event left the runners feeling great as they were all able to shine in the night.
You wouldn't think women's kickboxing of all sports would be big here in Israel, but it is, and we also have an exceptional champion. The story of Sarah Avraham is just incredible. She was born and raised in India, where her parents converted to Judaism and then moved to Israel. Sarah had a hard time adjusting to her new home until she found the new sport. Despite the challenges, Sarah became one of the leading athletes in the world in this discipline, and her story, first raised by the Do Stories 365 enterprise, is now getting more and more recognition. Sasha Robo and Daniel Ziri bring us the story of the Indian-Israeli girl who is now set to be the world champion.
Sarah Avraham is making her presence in the world of Thai boxing. At only 20 years of age, the young woman won the 2014 Women's World Thai Boxing Championship. But behind this outstanding athlete is a remarkable story. Born in Mumbai, she came from a Hindu father and Catholic mother. However, Sarah and her siblings were raised with the values of Judaism. After the Mumbai terror attack in 2008 and the murder of Rabbi Holtzberg and his wife, the Avraham family decided to immigrate to Israel and convert to Judaism.
It changed a lot in our lives, but the terrorist attack, we've wanted to come to Israel to live a Jewish life, to live an Israeli life ever since, even before I was born. That was my father's dream, so that we were raised in Israel. Rabbi Holtzberg, he was the one who actually helped us. He taught us, he was our teacher for 3 years almost, teaching us halachot about how to keep Shabbat, how to keep kashrut and festivals, and he prepared us for our examination.
When Sarah arrived to Israel, one of her neighbors convinced her to try Thai boxing. But growing up with Indian traditions, it was very challenging for the athlete to tell her own parents.
My family, the moment, despite me trying to convince them that I can be religious and train at the same time, they didn't believe it. I went 2 months training without telling them, like they had no idea. I had to keep this a secret from many people. And then I had to tell them, and then immediately my father, he kicked me out of the house twice, and I always came back on my knees begging him to take me back, but I would never say, I'm going to stop this. After each victory, they saw that, it's starting, this is going somewhere. So today my mom, I still had to convince her.
While it was difficult for her parents to accept, her father is now very supportive of his daughter's choice.
I have my father's support 100%. He always asks me, like, after every training session, how's everything going? Are you injured? He's a doctor, so he cares.
Sarah also owes much of her success to another man, her trainer, Eddie Usutov, who watched after her from the start.
He's been with me every single day ever since I started practicing, I got into Muay Thai, because I had no support from anywhere. My parents completely shunned me. My school, I always lived in fear, always with the fear that somebody's going to find out and that I'm not behaving the way that I'm supposed to behave.
For Eddie Usutov, the success of his student is a source of pride, not only for him, but also for Israel.
Of course I'm proud. Proud for me, proud for her, and proud for the state of Israel. She is the two-time world champion, one as a junior and one as an adult, and European champion in the adult category. For me, it's a dream come true, and I'm happy it happened with Sarah.
Sarah Avraham now continues her path to greatness in Thai boxing and will be heading soon to Holland for an exhibition fight. The rising star will continue to make Israel proud as she seeks excellence in the sport.
In many places throughout the Northern Hemisphere, you can definitely feel the winter. Not in Israel, where weather is just perfect this time of the year. This attracted many international participants to the Israeli Water Ski Championships held this week in Tel Aviv. It was the last international competition of the season. Michael Friedman was there, and he seemed like he was having a lot of fun.
I'm standing at Menachem Begin Park in Tel Aviv, which is featuring the Israeli National Open Championship. The Israeli Water Ski Federation is hosting several championship competitions, including slalom, tricks, jumps, wake skate, and wakeboard. There's competitors of all ages, including the juniors, open men, open women, and senior competition. As this is the last international competition of the season, many skiers have come from all around the world to take advantage of Israel's wonderful weather. The high-level championship was judged according to the IWWF rules, and each skier had been nominated by the federation. The head of the Israeli Federation and council member for water ski discussed the competition and what was special about this event.
We are on the 25th Israel National Cable Ski Open, 25 years. We are celebrating almost half anniversary. We can invite everybody to ski here. All the fans here that watching, they can come to try the water ski activity. It's very fun. It's very healthy.
Despite Israel being considered one of the leading countries in this sport, there appears to be less international participants due to this past summer's conflict in Gaza.
Normally we have a lot of skiers coming from abroad. This time we was not so lucky, maybe because of the war in Gaza, because normally this competition in end of October brings us a lot of skiers from Europe.
The competition featured the top professional wakeboarders in Israel, such as Lior Sofer. The athlete is known as the Chief from Tel Aviv and was crowned the Cable Wakeboard World Champion of 2014. The Israeli star landed many tricks and got high in the air during his run. He then had a beautiful 360 spin off of a ramp. but the athlete had to deal with some difficulties throughout the years, and in 2012, he was prohibited from competing at the Worlds in Abu Dhabi. Sofer told us what he thought about this competition after his final ride of the day.
It's crazy to see how many people came to this event. So happy right now, just like, I need to explain, never, the amount of people coming here, it's never in this size. So, wow, I'm blessed to be here. Thank you, Tel Aviv. Thank you everyone for coming. Sick.
This family affair brought fans from all over to watch some of the top water ski athletes in the world. With food, beer, and other shops at the competition, it gave everyone plenty to do outside of competing. It was also very special for fans to watch this event in Tel Aviv.
I gotta be honest, it's so amazing, you know, being in Israel and having such amazing competition and watching it. I really enjoyed myself and can't wait to come back for the next one.
The championship concluded with a closing ceremony and all the winners receiving trophies. While the rest of the world is getting ready for colder weather, it appears that Israeli athletes have an edge as they prepare for future competitions.
And Michael is here with us in the studio. Mike, it seemed like a lot of fun out there.
Oh, it was so much fun. You know, the weather was great. Everybody out there was having fun. They were drinking, they were eating. It was a family-friendly affair. People were barbecuing. Everyone there looked like they were just...
Yeah, it's a day of fun with sports along the way.
Yeah, and you know, for Shabbat, it's something nice to do that instead of being just at the beach, you know, you're able to go to the lake, Menachem Begin Park, something different. I've never been to this park before. It's remarkable.
The newest jet ski, water ski park in Israel. Beautiful.
I mean, this is spectacular. What they did to this little park here with the lake. They made incredible cables all around the tournament. You had unbelievable participants. It was special. The cable was especially something different because usually you see boats.
Yeah, you see the boats dragging the skiers.
Yeah, so normally you have the boats and the people are being pulled through that. But with this system, with the cables, you get to have more participants go, you know, around at the same time. So while one person's going for a jump, someone on the other side of the lake is also making their jump as well. So it's very nice.
Absolutely a bigger spectacle for the crowd. Now, you said it yourself, the fact that Israel this time of the year and also in spring has a beautiful weather, not cold at all. It gives a certain edge to the Israeli water skiers. They can train over there right now and not freeze to death.
Absolutely. I think this is one of the biggest edges that Israeli athletes have. The weather is great. They're participating all year round. Talmoz, the guy who headed it, said that this is something that's really unique. And, you know, in Europe, it's getting cold now, and, you know, people aren't wanting to be freezing in the water. So this is something that's all year round. Anybody can go to this lake here and participate and learn and get better, and maybe one day be like this Lior Sofer, who is one of the greatest in Israel to have ever played.
And plus, as you said, it's open to everybody. You don't have, if you go to the beach, you have to get a boat, which obviously is an expensive business. You may fall trip on other boats. It may be dangerous. Over there, it's a cable. I mean, it's not very expensive. Anyone can do it, and it's safer.
It's much safer, and they teach you how to participate, how to play. There's the slalom, which is even more challenging because it's just with one. The wakeboarding. So there's all different ages. Anybody can do it. When I was there, I saw kids, you know, aged 8 to, you know, men, seniors, girls, women, everybody there, all trying to participate, all wanting to have a good time.
Yes, because let's mention there were men's, women's, juniors, and seniors category, so everyone can fit in basically.
Everyone was able to participate. Everyone fit in well. Everyone was excited when, you know, the youth won. They were so happy for him, and everybody came together. And all the Israelis that were there, they were happy to support their kids. So that was also very nice.
So obviously, I mean, if we're looking at Tel Aviv together, this is becoming quite a sports hub. We see this happened in Tel Aviv the weekend, and then the night run this Tuesday. This city is becoming a major hub. There's also a marathon, and it is attracting people from outside as well, not only Israelis.
Of course, the city that never sleeps. You have new Olim from all over the world that come here to participate. You saw French, Americans, Russians. Everybody was here last night for the Nike run.
The French ambassador, and he had quite a good time, as we've heard.
It looked like he was having a blast himself. Everybody there.
The guy's been working out.
Yeah,
he's an ambassador, but he works out.
51 minutes. That's
a very
impressive.
good time.
Yeah, I mean, I did it in 44 once, but 51's just okay.
No, the ambassador is busy. I mean, he's handling stuff.
Yeah, he's busy all day, but he's still managing to get the time in to actually run. So it's impressive for him to still be able to keep up the fitness.
Absolutely. So you've been out this week in Tel Aviv, all the events. Sounds like a fun place to come. We should recommend this to other people outside.
I think anyone who hasn't been here, this is the place to see the sports, the atmosphere, the nightlife, with everything that's going on. I think everyone will enjoy it.
Absolutely. Water ski on one side, night run on the other side. There's marathon, there's other events happening. So much happening in Tel Aviv. Surely the place to come. Michael Friedman, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
And that's it for this weekend edition. Don't forget, you can watch this and every other edition on our website at i24news.tv. We're also on Facebook and on Twitter. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.